This GBVIMS video short is an overview of Primero and the GBVIMS Plus. Let's start with the basics. Primero is a protection-related information management system. It's an application developed to enable humanitarian actors to safely and securely collect, store, manage, and share data for protection-related incident monitoring and case management. The system was developed by UNICEF, IRC, Save the Children, UNFPA, DPKO, and OSRSG CACC. This platform has individual modules for gender-based violence, child protection, and grave violations against children. These modules is built off interagency field-tested legacy systems, the GBVIMS, the CPIMS, and MRM-IMS. For each of these systems, Primero is the next generation version. Primero is made up of several modules, one for GBV, one for child protection, and one for MRM. These modules can be deployed individually or together. We use the analogy of a house. GBVIMS Plus is one room, CPIMS Plus is another room, and MRM-IMS Plus is another room. Because they're all built on the same platform, it's possible for the systems to communicate. And users can also stay in the module they need and not use the others. For this video short, we'll focus on GBVIMS Plus, the module that hosts incident monitoring information for survivors of gender-based violence. The GBVIMS Plus, in simple terms, is a database. It's one module of Primero that holds information about GBV survivors and the care they received. Enhancement on the current incident recorder of the classical GBVIMS because it has an added function for case management. Our goal in developing Primero, the GBVIMS Plus, was to create a survivor-centered system that utilizes technology enhancements to manage individual cases and services for survivors, as well as aggregate incident monitoring. Having case management tracking in the system, in addition to incident monitoring, is the most noticeable feature of the system for GBV service providers. There are several other features to note as well. GBVIMS Plus is flexible and adaptable. It can accommodate different program structures and can be customized to each setting. It allows for quick updates to the system and bug fixes. It can accommodate different languages. If the system is hosted on the cloud, it can eliminate the need to compile data internally in your organization. One of the most beneficial features is role-based access. This means casework staff can see only their cases, and a supervisor can only see the cases of their direct reports, and a coordinator only aggregate information. This best responds to the principle of need to know. And finally, it features heightened security. This was a crucial part of the development of the system. Primero is built in a secure framework, and before it was even field tested, had threat tests. If you've been using the classical GBVIMS and are interested in GBVIMS Plus, what does this mean for your work? What will stay the same? The good news is a lot. If you're already using the GBVIMS, you already have a leg up. The core tools of the system remain the same for the most part. The intake and consent form, classification tool, and the information sharing protocol will remain unchanged. The flow of data and the use of the incident recorder will change, but even that tool will remain in use. The primary change will be in data entry. Instead of entering information from the intake form into the incident recorder, information will be entered into GBVIMS Plus. The information entered by casework staff into GBVIMS Plus will eventually be exported into the incident recorder for analysis and interagency data sharing. It may be that in the future, other third-party analysis tools can be used for analysis and reporting, or that functionality will be strengthened in the GBVIMS Plus. But currently, exporting to the incident recorder allows the least disruption in our analysis and interagency data sharing practices. We'll end with a little guessing game. Do you know what this machine is? I'll give you a second. Think of all the offices in the world that have a Xerox machine. It didn't start out as the machine we know now. In 1966, the Xerox machine, the top-of-the-line copier, weighed 650 pounds, cost $27,500, required a full-time operator, and came with a fire extinguisher because of its tendency to overheat. A lot has changed since then. The GBVIMS Plus may not be the Xerox machine, but the lesson here is that after nearly 10 years with the GBVIMS, a tested, tried and true workhorse of a system, we're not throwing that all out. But we're trying something new, great base coming from the GBVIMS. MS Plus is something new. It makes improvements and will continue to be a product that develops over time to become more user-friendly with more and more features. But stick with us. Thanks for watching. As always, be responsible with your data and learn more at gbvims.com.